What we really need are legislators and their staff to understand the critical role that associations play in our society and in our economy.
Turning passion into progress and advocacy into action. We're here on Capitol Hill for ASAE's annual legislative fly-in. I'm Allison Godlove with CNTV. This event puts the issues that matter most to you and your associations in front of legislators who have the power to make impactful change.
The services that associations and nonprofits provide are services that folks can't get anywhere. And it really goes beyond the work that any association or nonprofit is doing individually as an organization and reaches to their members and those who they serve that are out in the communities.
Gathering from 24 states and the District of Columbia, advocates are discussing this year's biggest legislative, regulatory, and legal issues. At the forefront, the threat to nonprofits and their tax-exempt status.
I think it's important for lawmakers to know that, as our button says here today, nonprofits serve when the government can't. We fill the gaps on services for Americans across the country in all industries when our government isn't able to provide those services and that support.
If we don't have this tax-exempt status, we're going to lose our ability to educate our members, to keep our members current, to provide that service, and to further the communities that we serve to benefit society in general.
As Congress prepares to debate the expiration of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, lawmakers are questioning the value of the tax-exempt status and considering whether organizations should pay more in taxes.
We rely on tax exemptions in order to fulfill our mission. We represent 300,000 Americans living with a rare disease called scleroderma. And they rely on us for programs and services such as patient education to learn about how to live with their disease and really thrive. If we were to lose our tax exemption and be taxed, that would go away, which is just detrimental to our entire community.
The advocacy work also continues for workforce development. The Freedom to Invest in Tomorrow's Workforce Act has been reintroduced and is gaining momentum. It would expand the use of 529 savings plans, allowing those funds to pay for post-secondary training programs. This would expand certification programs, benefiting not only entry-level applicants, but mid-career employees as well, in jobs that don't require a traditional four-year degree. Day one prepared attendees for their meetings with policymakers and congressional staff, educating first-time advocators on the best ways to get their message across.
We've been members of ASAE, and they have just been a terrific advocate for us on behalf of the association industry. So really, really thrilled to be here. It's our first time, as I mentioned, and we will definitely be back.
Day two, out of the meeting rooms and into the halls of Congress. This is where the real work is happening, directly engaging with lawmakers and staffers about the policies that could impact funding, day-to-day operations, and the ability to provide crucial services.
It's so important for members of ASAE to be here and come to the fly-in to build that connection you have with your elected officials.
In a year that's so competitive for political communications, fighting for the attention of lawmakers can be difficult. That's why meetings and events like this are crucial for advocacy. Thanks to ASAE, the true power of associations continues to be felt by elected officials who can stand up for change when it's needed most.
Protect nonprofits!